Hey guys, welcome to the YM show. This is your host, Yosef Manicherry, and on this episode, I want to talk about the importance of getting good at one thing, whatever that one thing might be for you. For me, I'm going to share a personal story. So in school, I was not the studious one. I was never the one sitting in class. I had a lot of trouble paying attention, always felt like behind, lost when it came to classwork, and I was like, this is so boring. I'm not interested in doing this. Like it wasn't for me. And I felt stupid because I wasn't enjoying class. I wasn't paying attention to material. I was failing. And one of my great teachers, Mr. Shapiro, he actually makes amazing watches now. And he was literally just a history teacher there. And on the side, he would work on watches. And I actually did a podcast with him on his whole story. I mean, this is not an advertisement for him, but it's really incredible what he did with his passion. And he was the one who pushed me to do languages. That was that one thing for me that really flipped the switch. And that was learning a foreign language. That was learning Spanish for me. I took Rosetta Stone. I did 120 hours. I finished the whole entire course. I had hundreds of pages of words and I still couldn't speak the language. I was like, hey, I memorized all these words in Spanish. I can name over 1,000 words, but I still can't converse. I still can't speak. So I started taking like online classes on Italki, which is like, I don't know, you can get tutors for like $8 an hour. And I was just practicing my speaking, getting better at speaking. And I started mixing the vocabulary. I started learning how to conjugate. I started learning how to converse. And doing that for, I think it was 2 years maybe in high school, really gave me confidence. And after those 2 years, I was able to speak a foreign language. That really gave me the confidence because in schoolwork, when it came to doing algebra and doing chemistry and all the other subjects I wasn't interested in. There's a lot of people out there who are ADHD, so they're not paying attention. And then it comes test time or it comes time to study, they're not in the mood, and then they don't do well on the test. And they're like, okay, like school's not for me. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. But it's like, no, everyone has, something they're passionate about. Everyone has something that they love to do. And it's just about finding that one thing. I know Joe Rogan said, I heard on his podcast, he was saying that he felt in school stupid, dumb. He couldn't do anything. And that's how he felt until he found, I think it was Taekwondo. He started taking Taekwondo classes and he started really practicing that martial art. And over the years, Joe Rogan got confidence and he's like, oh wow, I'm good at something. I must be good at other things. If I did this, I can do that. And it led to him in doing many other things. And obviously everyone knows his huge podcast today. He said that was a stepping stone to many other things in his life, was just getting good at that one thing, and that led to many other things. But yeah, another thing I wanted to discuss is the comparison trap, right? So a lot of people look at other people in other businesses than them. They'll look at friends who are a lot more successful than them, like, oh wow, look at my buddy in finance, or look at my buddy who's an accountant, or look at my buddy who does this or that, or whatever it might be. And they're like, he's making X amount of money, I'm only making, X amount or whatever it is. You can't really compare yourself to others when it comes to your skill set, right? Everyone has things they're better at. Some people are really good at communicating with people. Some people like to be out there. Some people are more, introverted. They don't want to converse with people. They rather be behind a desk. They're very good at numbers. Some people are not good at numbers. Some people are good at being outdoors. So it's really like each person has to, find what they're good at. And through finding what they're good at, they're going to grow that passion and they're going to be able to put in the work, and it's going to be easier to put in the work. I mean, I don't know, it's a debate. A lot of people think that people will lack work ethic these days. I think people are not interested in things. And if you find young people who are full of energy, who really, feel passionate about something, they'll put in all the work in the world. But it's really about everyone like finding the thing that you love. And it's not always easy. For me, I found that I don't like being in an office all day. So a lot of times I'm on construction sites, I'm working in construction, I'm managing construction, I'm going there, I'm going up in the sun, I'm going from job site to job site. So that's fun for me. It's creative. And some people I know are in office every single day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's what they like to do. They like numbers. They like crunching numbers. They like working on deals. So it's really like about finding the thing that you're good at, and then from there, building on that. The way I guess I would close this short episode for today would be, if you're working in a miserable job and you hate it, it's like, okay, instead of complaining about it, keep doing that, obviously, because you need to support yourself. But on the side, start working on something that you're passionate about, whether that's a side business or it's martial arts or it's studying a language, whatever that thing could be. Just consistently work on that thing. Don't just go home and be like, you know what, a long day, it was miserable, I'm just going to doom scroll on Instagram the whole night. I'm just going to go on YouTube the whole night. Obviously, there's a time and place for that. But first, see, like, is there something I can be doing? Is there something I'm passionate about? I think in the last video I gave an example about fitness. I have a friend who works full time, but he's also a fitness instructor, and he's starting to get a lot more clients at night. He's in the gym more. So he's training people at night, 2-3 clients, and it's really building. And he's like, hey, I'm getting to a point where I might even, quit my main job. So that's something interesting that someone could do. But it really comes down to confidence. I think if someone feels like they're not good at anything in life and they feel like they just feel like they're floating, like find one thing that you're really passionate about, follow that one thing, give it a lot of time and attention, and gain confidence through doing that. And I really think that's going to help you feel better and help you move forward. All right. So the last example I'll give for this episode to close it out is I have a good buddy, Gabriel. He was working in an office job and he was miserable. He was just doing it for months. And he's like, you know what, I had enough of this. I have to do something where I actually feel alive and I actually feel like I'm doing something. So he started a company called Fine Lines. I'll put it in the description below. You can go check him out. He does amazing work. And so he was telling me that he was like, yeah, I just couldn't do this office job. It was in this office job for 6 months at least. And I just quit. I couldn't do it. And now he's literally every week, he's on an airplane, he's going here, he's going there, he's going to properties from Tallahassee to Nashville to New York to California and paving properties. And he feels like, you know, it's something he likes to do. He's out and about, he's doing versus just sitting in a job. So it's everyone just has to find, I think, something that they like and they enjoy. So I hope this episode, you know, helped one person out there kind of just think more of like, how can I enjoy life more? How can I find something that I'm passionate about versus just doing, you know, the day to day without thinking? There's many ways out there to make money. And it's really just about exchanging value for money. Before you exchange any value, you have to get value, right? You have to learn something. You have to learn a skill. You have to, you know, get passionate about something to learn about that thing. Drop a like, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps my channel tremendously. And leave a comment, shoot me an email at yosefmanacherry@gmail.com if you want any specific types of videos, or just leave it on a comment and I will try to address those. I'm going to be doing a video every single Wednesday. And if you have any specific guests, people you would like to have on, people you want me to have a conversation with, definitely send it over, and I will do my best to get those people on the podcast. This episode is sponsored by GPC Facility Services. So if you have a property and you're not getting good service, you have a monthly contract, you want it cleaned, reach out to them and they will definitely be able to help you. They'll most likely get you better pricing, way better service, that's for sure. You guys have an amazing day.